Hey, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us right here on Polk Place. I'm Brian Lacey, and brand new people coming in to talk to us. They are Paws Plus. They are a veterinary clinic. Exactly what we need for low-cost pet needs. I want to talk to our first guest. Her name's Caroline Milne, and the dog that she has with her is Valentino. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
I understand Valentino's a little bit of a celebrity.
So he used to be a show dog, but now this little cutie pie is one of our famous veterinarian clinic guests.
Yeah.
So we love having him in at Paws Plus to get all his veterinary needs taken care of.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Paws Plus. How did it start? There's a great need between Polk County Sheriff's Office, Animal Shelter, and of course SPCA, Humane Society, and of course the great work that you guys are doing. Talk a little bit about what you guys are doing and what you're offering to the public and why there's a need for it.
Yeah, so our owner, her name is Jill Wallace. She co-founded the Veterinarian Clinic, which is a nonprofit clinic, and we saw that there were not other nonprofit veterinarian clinics, but sometimes they were income restrictive, and we decided to open this clinic under the idea that we wanted accessible care for all Polk County residents, no matter the financial situation, no income restrictions. We wanted everyone and anyone who had a baby at home, he is our baby, to come in and be able to get the care that they needed. And the other part of it is to be able to get the care that they needed without the added anxiety. So a lot of times when you go into vets, it's not always like that personal care that they remember your pet's name, they remember who you are, they remember your pet's needs, and we really wanted that customer service aspect to be there, so you didn't have to whisper in the car, we're going to the VET. Instead, you get excited to go to a place, and we've done an excellent job at being able to welcome the community into a place and not feel like they're going to spend their whole wallet when they come in.
I want you to talk about the importance of low-cost veterinary care and the ability of helping keep animals in homes rather than surrendering them. And you guys are doing that. Talk about the importance of keeping that animal because it's traumatic for the animal to lose its owner by no fault of its own. You know, that's bad enough, and then if they've got to give it up because they can't afford it, that's even worse. And you guys are working to make that difference. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it really just comes down to a lack of knowledge. When you get a pet, you can only know so much. It's similar to being a parent. You're never going to have all the answers. And every day is a new learning experience. And sometimes when you go to those veterinarian clinics, you're being told he needs this shot and this test and this blood work, and it gets overwhelming, especially when you're looking at the bottom line and you're wondering, how the heck am I going to afford this? So our idea was to be able to say, let us walk you through the process and have you understand what we need to do, why we need to do this, how you can take better care of your pet, but not just from an overall wellness standpoint, but from a unique perspective of your pet specifically. How can we better give you knowledge on being able to take those items at home, so that when you're at home, maybe you change the food, maybe you change how much they exercise, to be able to make you feel better equipped to be able to take care of your pet. And then when you come in, especially with vaccinations are extremely important. And we've been able to eliminate the overwhelming cost and keep it at a good, accessible cost where people are able to get those vaccinations every year, because that's one of the biggest issues with having pets is those needed vaccinations, because those are what keep your pet healthy. And then on top of that is the flea and tick medicine that we have to give our pets every month, as well as the heartworm medicine. Once your pet has heartworms, that's like a $2,000 treatment. So if we can take care of that up front with low cost flea and tick medication and heartworm medication, we're helping you from the front end, so you don't have to spend the extra dollar at the back end.
Well, you mentioned the vaccination and the flea and tick and the heartworm.
Correct.
What are some of the other things that you guys offer?
So we actually offer pretty much everything across the board. We do wellness visits. We can do anxiety checks. We do all medications. We can do x-rays, surgical. We actually do have specific days set aside for surgeries. We hate to say this part because we never want to think about it, but we do euthanasias. And we look at older dogs and building a plan for them as well. And then we do spay and neuters. And when it comes to spay and neuters specifically, we like to work with rescues and build a relationship with rescues to protect like outdoor cats, because one of the biggest issues is feral cats. And so if you do bring in a feral cat, we do have a discount that we work with for that as well, to help prevent, the spread of more cats.
So in the event that there's a procedure that may cost a little bit more, you guys have ways of helping those come in and make sure that they can keep their pet with them a little bit longer. Talk to me about those programs.
Yeah, so we have Care Credit, and we're in the midst of building an angel fund as well that will help with that.
And that just helps them, make the payments, and they go through.
Cover the cost and make them have a little less anxiety about the overall bill.
Well, you had mentioned something I had to laugh about, because my labs used to love to go for a ride, but they sensed that there were certain times that those rides were not going to be cool, and they were going to and I never had to spell it out to them.
Yeah, no, they know. Talk
to me about the importance of building that relationship with your end user, the customer, and the client, the pet, because it's got to be a great feeling knowing that you're going to a place that cares about you as much as they care about your pet.
Yeah, so it's when you're going to the vet or any place that's a little bit overwhelming for a dog. They're very intelligent. They can smell and sense where they're headed. And when you get in the door, first off, our waiting room is wide open. So there's not that sense of feeling like compacted into a small space. And then the second thing is just the greeting at the door. So when you walk up to it, they have a huge board. It has all the dogs' names listed on it. Yeah. So you'll see your pet's name right there on the board. They'll be excited to see you. And then our two veterinarian techs that come out, they're just very soft-mannered. And they already understand that dogs, they want to feel like that calm love, and that's how they come out. They approach your dog very carefully and try to kind of read the dog to understand it. So they'll take the dog back by him or herself, and that gives the dog the opportunity to build that relationship on its own without the owner being present, because sometimes the relationship dogs have with other people is really dependent if the owner is present or not. My dog specifically is a lot more protective when I'm around than when I'm not around. And so you're not adding that element of maybe anxiety, of feeling that they have to protect you while they're back there. And instead, it's just really that veterinarian and that pet gets to know the veterinarian on its own time, and the veterinarian gets to know the pet without any other elements happening around it.
Caroline, where are you guys located, and how can folks find out more about you?
Yeah, so we're located on Crystal Woods Drive, which is in Lakeland, Florida. And they can get to know us just by going onto our website, Paws Plus Vet. And they are also welcome to give us a call. You're always welcome to call us up and just ask us any questions. Debbie, Emily, the veterinarian, any of us would love to be able to answer any of your questions.
And you guys have a pretty healthy social media following too, so.
We're trying.
Yeah. So I got to look up some information. So listen, anytime that you guys have anything going on that you want to promote, please come in and see me.
Perfect.
Bring pets. Always. We are pet friendly.
We love it because, you know, are you really selling something if you absolutely love it? And
Exactly.
for us, it's dogs. Like, we can talk about dogs all day.
Well, come back and see me soon, will you please?
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you.
Located at Crystalwood Drive, Paws Plus Veterinary Clinic is a not-for-profit startup veterinary practice. They serve Polk County, providing affordable veterinary care and aim to reduce the number of feral and abandoned animals in the area. Now, if you need more information on services, hours of operation, and how you can help them in their efforts, look them up on the web at pawsplusvet.org or follow them on Facebook at Paws Plus Veterinary. If you enjoyed that episode of Polk Place, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and even check out the next one.